three basic stances required for the fundamental foundation of Tillman Karate Do, as taught to us through Shotokan Karate Do. Ready? Yo! This is the preparation position. This is a statement in posture saying, I am prepared to move forward. The beginning stance is considered Kyotsuki, or as we say it, short version, ski, meaning I am at attention. Nothing moves. I look straight forward. I am at attention. My hands are in the Shuto Uki position, the knife hand position. They are at the inseams of my pants. My thumb is on the inseam. All fingers are straight. Thumb is bent, as in Shuto Uki, or Shuto Uchi if it's a strike. Zuki means punch. Uki means block. Uchi means strike. This is Kyotsuki, attention. This is Rei, or bow. We bow at the waist, maintaining eye contact with our opponent. The next move, my toes will be pointed in as my heels are pushed out. My arms will cross at chest level. As my arms come down, my left leg will move to the left and my toes will be pointing straight forward. This is in what we said before, Yoi, the preparation position, or I am prepared. Our hands are positioned as if we are pushing a wheelbarrow. The hands are in a vertical position with the knuckles facing down and the top opening of the hand facing forward. Our hands should be in front of our legs at maybe a foot or a foot and a half distance from our thighs. We are still maintaining eye contact at this point. And then we will move into Kibadachi, which is the riding horse stance. The left leg will come into the right leg. Now you will notice my feet. They are not at the 45-degree position as it was in attention, but now my feet are all the way together, touching. My hands are in what's called the chamber position, horizontally, with the palms up, the fists made properly, fingers curled in, thumb over the forefinger and the middle finger of the hand in the fist, bringing back into chamber. I know that I'm in proper chamber position when my elbows are pushed back. They are not out like this. My hands are not down to my obi or my belt, but they are up right above my floating ribs, and my arms are pushed back. My knees are bent as I move into Kibadachi. My right foot goes forward as it on tippy toe. It goes to the right, lean. Left foot comes in to the right. Now, when I land in my horse stance, I will have the proper distance so that I may maintain that without bouncing up and down. Foot going forward just as the right foot did and coming over to my left side. Now I am in the riding horse stance, or Kibadachi. This is Kibadachi. That is the formal way of moving into Kibadachi from Kyotsuki, attention, Yoi, preparation, and Kibadachi, the riding horse stance. From Kibadachi, I can now move into Zenkutsudachi, which is the forward stance. My left foot will come in and it will go out as if making the form of one side of an hourglass. It's a semicircle movement. So if you notice my feet, the toes are pointing forward. I'm not leaning forward in my stance. I'm sitting down in my stance, as it were. My hands are still in chamber. Now, as I practice just my stances, I will turn my hands from chamber into my hands on my hips, or the fist will be right above the obi or the belt. So as I move in a semicircle. When I land, the back leg is straight, locked into position. The front leg is carrying 70% of my weight. Toes are pointing forward in both. And on the front foot, sometimes we have to over-express ourselves or exaggerate by pointing our toes in. So we move again, and we move again, and we move again. Now we move backward in the same way. We try our hardest not to bounce up and down, but to try to keep the same level. Now and then, it's quite difficult. I found it more difficult after I broke my left foot. So from Zenku to Dachi, I'm moving forward, moving backwards, moving backwards. Some styles you'll see them moving in Zenku to Dachi, just stepping. But we emphasize for our beginner students to move forward in a semicircle position. Now, you're not going to fight pragmatically like that. That's not a self-defense move. But this is just setting the foundation for the traditional Karate-Do moves. So we have Kibadachi, which is our horse stance, riding horse stance. Then we have Zenkutsudachi, which is our forward stance. Then we have Kokutsudachi, which is our back stance. Now notice with Kokutsudachi, our back leg is supporting 70 to 75% of our weight. We're leaning backward, and the easiest technique to do from this position, if we were to do a kick, is a front kick or maigeri. So, the significance of the back stance or Kokutsudachi is that my foot in the back is facing out from my body. My toes are pointed to the side. No longer are they pointed forward. The only toes that are pointed forward is the toes that is on the lead leg. They are on the lead leg. So as I stand in Kokutsudachi, I'm now leaning forward. Remember the principle that wherever your head goes, your body will follow. So if you lean forward in your stance, you will oftentimes lose your balance. Many of the beginning students, and even I, will lose balance now and then because of overextend, moving quickly, and the head will go before the feet, but then at the last minute try to change position or shift direction in which we're going, and then the laws of physics take control because a body in motion must remain in motion until it comes to a complete stop. Can't change direction until it comes to that split second or longer stop. All right, so once you start going forward, you have to stop before you can go sideways. Okay, so always remember, keep your head above your shoulders, not leaning forward. Leave your shoulders and your torso above your hips, not leaning forward, and sitting down in your stance. This is difficult a lot of times for the beginning student, or the novice I would say, because they're not used to putting that much tension on the leg muscles to freeze in position or to stand in position for an extended period of time. I mean, many of us can bend and bow and do those type of actions, physical actions, but to actually get into the stance and to maintain your balance and maintain your strength for any given time, that takes practice. It takes the development of your muscles, front and back, thigh muscles, calf muscles, ankle, toes gripping the floor. It's an entire combination of conditioned movement and conditioned response. So here we have the back stance. All right, so remember, we're going to move from Kibadachi into Zenkutsudachi. Now turn the left foot, bring the right foot up. Look how I make that L. If you can see on the floor, the foot comes up into an L. So if I were to do Kibadachi here, then I would do Zenkutsudachi. Now I want to continue in this straight line direction, but I want to change my position so I can use this leg to kick, all right? Now I'm going to turn this foot this way, bring this up to an L, all right? And place it down, all right? Now once I place it down, I'm ready, okay? If I'm in grabbing distance, I can grab, kick, all right? So basically, Kokutsudachi is your back stance. Kibadachi is your horse stance, or riding horse stance, as many systems say. And Zenkutsudachi is your forward stance. These are the basic stances taught to you or your child when you begin lessons at Changing Winds Martial Arts Academies USA. The 27 hand movements are very simple. We are in Kibadachi, and we do 1, 2 high blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our outside. And when we say outside forearm block, we're not talking about which direction the block is going, all right? But we're talking about where on our arm that we're blocking with. This is the outside of the forearm. This is the inside of the forearm. So when we come across, either in this motion, okay, then we are doing a soto uki, which is our outside middle block, middle chudan, middle block. We do 2 of those. Then, all right, so we're doing left hand, right hand. Then we come underneath, pulling back into chamber as we snap and block with the inside of our forearm, which would be now ude uki, okay? So this is soto uki. This is ude uki or ude uki, all right? And both of them are at chudan level, middle level, right? So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, we straighten the last block, which was with the right hand, we straighten it down into what we call our guide hand. And then we take our left hand, just as if we stabbed ourselves, we hit ourselves right in the shoulder. We pull and let our hands glide down the hand that is now being retrieved back into chamber. And that's our low block. Notice where it's blocking. It's right there at the groin level, all right? Gidanbrai. This block is known as Gidanbrai, or low sweeping block, all right? So Gidan is low, Chudan is middle, Jodan is high. So we do 2 of those. Then we do 2 Chosukuzukis, which are Chudan level, all right? With Seiken, our fist. 1, 2. At the second punch, we let out a kiai or a oos. Then we do Kagizuki, or the hook punch, at this level. And then from this level, all right, we will go now to elbow, 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 elbow. Now we do Chutozuki, Chuto Uchi, Chuto Uchi, Chuto Uchi, Chudo Uchi, Chudo Uchi, okay? So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now we're doing Tashu Uchi, which is a strike with the palm of the hand. All right, now after that, let's go over it again up to that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, 21, we're striking with Impi Hijiati, okay, to the side, our impi, okay, hichiati, our elbow, strike, we grab in front as if there were a head, bring it to our elbow, strike, grab, bring it to our elbow, strike down, impi, strike down, impi, strike forward, X, right to the throat, and double elbow strike to the back. That is the 27 hand movements from Kibadachi. So, this is these are the significant points of your basic movements. Now, there's a couple more things I want to show you before we end this lesson. Lesson number 1. In Zenkutsudachi, our forward stance, if we are, I'm going to put a Gedambarai down here, low sweeping block, remember that. If we are to move forward and punch, at the same time, that punch is considered a lunge punch. Any punch that's coming forward, straight line, Shosukazuki, on the same side that the leg is being mobilized to move your body forward, that is considered a lunge punch, or what we call in Japanese, oizuki, all right? So this technique here, Gedambarai, there it is, Gedambarai, oizuki, 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 oizuki. Even though I'm moving backwards, it's still the leg that is on the same side that I'm punching. Now, let's say I am, throw the Gedambarai, low sweeping block, that's right. Now, I'm going to punch. Now, before I moved, I punched. The leg is still in the rear, but the punch is forward. This technique from Zenkutsudachi is called Jokuzuki, or reverse punch. And as I move forward, I can punch, punch. The leg is in the back on that side, but the hand is in the front. That's my reverse punch. Okay? And notice in the punching, when I punch, instead of me reaching out like this and the hip going with it, when I punch, I'm punching and I'm snapping, putting torque in with my hip going the opposite direction of my punch. So if I'm punching on this side instead of going this way, I'm going, and that's giving torque. All right? Remember, in our Karate Do, as we train with control techniques. It's not like the wonderful art of Western boxing where we're fighting and we are making contact and therefore we're not pulling our punches. We train with that also here in our mixed fighting, which is our street self-defense or our sparring. We do mix in Western boxing, or with the Queensberry rules, of course. However, when we practice traditional Karate Do, we are more importantly focused on control of the technique, not making contact rather than making contact. So we've gone over a few things in this first lesson. I hope this can be helpful to my students who may be seeing this on Facebook or on YouTube, or anyone who wants to refresh themselves in the traditional art of Karate Do, or way of the empty hand, whether it be Shotokan, Ishinru, Goju-ryu, whether it be Chito-ryu, whether it be any of the Ryu or Do styles. And we respect all systems because it is an art form, and we respect the artist as well as the art. But remember, when it comes down to fighting, actual fighting, there is no right way or wrong way to throw the punch or the strike. If it makes contact, it does not injure you, and it stops the aggressor in their tracks. Like Bruce Lee used to say, punch is a punch, a kick is a kick. Till next time, remember, we strive for peace, but we stand in confidence. So don't just talk about it, be about it.